Hey, how's it going, guys? Are you ready for Chapter 6, The Heist? 3% Ninja here, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. Let's get it.
They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pull every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Man, Rolo is so big now. Alright, quick recap. Rolo, you're going to talk to Roxy. Cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could be to go bust. Me, Courtly, is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
He waved vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
Circumstance. She'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you sure Iona will just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie's in, the danger we're all in, the plan would make sense. Okay. That leaves me and Geoff, then Iggy. How are you going to persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Geoff. Enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. Alright. Still nothing? Nothing on his end either. Hey, she's reading. Undaunted, she shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. But can he really pull through? I want to know too. Hey, Bird. Bye, Bird. Iggy. Nope. Geoff? Hey, Don. You ever wonder why an agriculture company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. Oh. Hey! Hey, Geoff. What can I do for you? Well, I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. I think I say it different every single time. That is such a hard word to say, and it comes up in conversations so many times. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry. I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So, we're going to break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so your help?
The joy in Jeff's face drained.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding abetting you Rasputes.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh, shit. Junk? Wait. Oh, he really likes junk. But Crooked is new. But Geoff likes junk. Junk! Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I got more junk than the King's got copper. Ain't interested.
Luca wasn't ready to give up so easily. He shouted out again.
I'm thinking fight or crooked. Crooked! Ah, they're all crooks. Like cockroaches. Stamp one out, and another comes scurrying along to take its place. Okay. Fight! I've done enough fighting for one lifetime and more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the gloves. Shit! Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Hide.
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do, but you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff
Done.
reciprocated.
Swing by first thing in the morning. I would not have guessed it hide. Library? Nothing? Nothing to say? You guys are quiet. I'm out of here. Oh. Hey, what's up, Iggy and Tish? Hey, Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Iggy raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we're both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life's been kinda... strange? Hard, you know? Hard? Yeah, well, life's always hard. Get over it. We ain't interested. Ah, come on.
Luca knew they'd need Iggy and Tish to pull this off. He tried again.
Yeah, big bags of shit.
Iggy gave
You ain't wrong. Life's been kinda crooked. Crooked, you know? Crooked? Yeah, well, life's always crooked. Get over it. Aw, come on. Fine.
Iggy gave.
Strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things has always been weird around here. So I'm offering the truth and asking for your help. What do you say we... break our hostilities, at least for now. We do like breaking things, even if the truth means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest headquarters.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded and
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Alright. Did you hear that, Tish?
Iggy gazed up at Tish with a
He invited us to hang out at the treehouse.
A single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. What the hell? She actually talked. How wonderful. She actually said something.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part.
So it's Jeff. It's just not spelled like Jeff, you know? What's that O doing there?
Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't see anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quickly.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept a secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his...
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If this could just complete this form...
Rollo interrupted with urgency.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? I'm...
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir. That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
The clipboard fumbled around in a...
I should check on that noise. Aw, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay, okay. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figured when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Can I do anything with this? Nope. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. Huh, that is odd. Oh! Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they all in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay. You should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly...
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck and headed... No! Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us again. I gotta do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door named Founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to notice a plaque above the
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Oh, this is so not good. Why are you running to the Founder? I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mined a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Howdy. Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. You need to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around that password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of dedication are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think this should do it. Bingo bongo. Doors open, Luca. You never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom's in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Oh, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806. The founder is literally right there, and I'm telling them everything.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think of all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his
Here it is, 13806, go! Of course, these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Aw, man. No water cups. Rolo. Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Willow, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Make a break for it. She kicked them. Did that little shit just kick? Oh my god. They used it again. They'll just stand there after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Well, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Enter Nellie's office now. Mom. Oh, honey. What did you do to get to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial binding on the enamel of molars, consistent with Tempus lukewarm exposure. Is that what you call the gunk that forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on in this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempus Liquimane. Liquimane? It pulls energy from the surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine Forteller's... I can't talk. Maybe I need a drink of water. I'm getting a little tongue-tied with all this big words of Tempest, Lucaman, and all that. Alright, drink of water accomplished. They harvested the source infusing small amounts of Tempest Lucamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest this in a fraction of time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest, perennial harvest. Why are those two words is so difficult for me? Perennial harvest. It's so hard to say. I should just say peri-harvest. Come in to clean up the mess to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest Lucamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do specific things, the more it resists. Yes, I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work on my predecessor, Dr. Prescott, harnessing TL to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle? I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contain obvious errors, mistake that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Nah, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott's dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it in the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. Now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we got Dr. More's heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. He's not gonna let this go down, right? Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered
I should just smother you right now. Honestly, he can. He is the founder. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly. You don't bother at all. I should just smother you right now.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Alright. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to
Still
the
warm. He must have been here recently. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security systems, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing. So just you wait. I'm gonna get you. I already saw you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You need to worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're going to get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo. Before we start tossing blame around, is possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Oh no. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little Casper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Miller, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and economic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial Harvest Valentine Furtzler. All connected by a single thread, yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his...
Hi, yes, now you've got it. TL, you discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Doctor. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youth.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably, in one day. Mr. Kerr, the vow, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial box.
Seize him! Luca, over here! Move another inch and I smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp...
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from...
Of
Kerr's
course, sir.
face.
But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. Come to think of, all of this is thanks to Mr. Effort. Oh no, I think I'm reading too much. That all the words is just becoming jumbled. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Waltz Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festival and my subsequent ascension, I return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three, keep posts outside the door. Well, crap. Well, shucks. This sure does suck. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other option. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just, we were so close. I got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals? Huh? Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Huh, I think she said that wrong. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at PH was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by a successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents, Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of TL.
The color dropped from Lucas.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted PH, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where's she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was
But
gone.
we freeze over.
traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Whoa. She beat them up? Oh, she twisted her cane and everything. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to rescue Rollo. Hey, Mr. Luca, it's Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... Oh! Change. I'm gonna say change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? You unlucky penny? Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now, we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer... What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. He looks so upset. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. The show's over. You may leave now. Oh, was that it?
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Hey! Oh. I kind of want to keep the coat on, the regular clothes on. Rolo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Check in with Rolo. Still can't go on these.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept.
Huh, nice. Anything else? Mom, I'm ready to go now. You can go on without me. I'll meet you there. I got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now, I enjoy it. No secret. Alright, I'm out. Wait, can I say goodbye to... Well, this is not his grave anymore. But his tree is still here. I hear you and Rolo had big plans for this little treehouse. Yeah, it's starting getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity one Rolo, one Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nelly and Iona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nelly said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rolo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I just don't mean grown literally. This morning, he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll only go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way. But he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Goodbye. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Iona and Nelly for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you've really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Yeah, this feels like the ending to me. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view is getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touches. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nelly's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I learned that the more you care about something, the more something is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Attempted to crawl out his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Moldwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Wow. What a crazy ending. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headlines today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Dawn! I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals? Sort of witness writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm going to have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new troubles you gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint. My adventuring days are over. Ha, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it reporter's intuition.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation for the first time in years, and I've got your mom to thank. Why is that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are going to fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone, just like old times. It's fine. I'll wait. Looks like I got work. Probably unpaid work. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Luca, do you want a biscuit? On the house. I don't really have time. Zara, you gotta come see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know better, I would think you're proud of something. As if I... No. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. Nice. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It served no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for a summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple? No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back, terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor's Van Horst's famous spy jam. Gotta talk to everybody. Oh, those new characters, I think.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they are studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the country? Yep, close to population before PH moved in.
It typically went on like this for
They're both super smart. I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How is it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. It just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Mr. Hatch about what he's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh? Maybe I'll do that. Spoilers!
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder, laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics. Was the first issue of
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh, to experience it all again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go. Sure thing. That is something too. Like when you read something really good or watch a movie that you really enjoyed, you want somebody else to watch or read that thing that you enjoyed so then you can see how they enjoy it. Hiya, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'll still...
Mr. Nuncreed.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'll love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Who are these people?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big or is too small. Mr. Jeff's Wild Ride.
Maybe not completely.
It's one piece of candy for all the ride of your life. Who's next? Oh, did the bugs come back? Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dionysus Titius, and that's good. It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become a bug capital of the country, of the county. So this place is going to be just gone, huh? Yeah, just never go in there with the purple trees and stuff. Are the bees back? Let's go visit Beck. It's gonna be closed, isn't it? Yep. You just never know. I wonder, can I go back? No. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, the only thing I didn't do was malice and junk on this. And then I think that'd be it. And I'm not going to do that. Not going to do it. I should have did it before choosing change. It would have been like probably quick endings. Okay, I think I've spoken to everyone. A little higher. Yep. A little lower. A little higher. Yep. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Look, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'll say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Alright, I've spoken to everyone already. What am I supposed to be doing? Check in with Beck at her house. Okay. I was just over there. This is going to be a long final episode. Hey, Beck. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Oh. Oh, it's going to grow into another tree. My mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of the old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Okay, so we're going to the old one. Oh, we're going to give the tree back to the old town. Because this one already has a tree. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot. This ride's on the house. You're gonna have to hang on tight to that little tree. I don't know what voice that was.
I think this is it. The end. Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a CeeLo. I feel like a dang CeeLo. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a CeeLo, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh, God. I won't be long. I'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you one question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget about him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Dr. Moldwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up, so you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. I can't move. Is this it? That's it. Close the book. All right, guys. That looks like it is the very end of the game. My God. I literally played this game all late to the night, like late throughout the night. From like 9 to 3 a.m. I was playing this game and still didn't finish it. And I had to wake up in 3 hours to go to work. That's how hooked I was on this game. As soon as I came home from work, I jumped back on it so I can continue it. I wanted to know the story. I wanted to know what happened next. Who was the villain? How it was going to end? And there was no way I can come up with a better ending to that. I don't think there is. That was fantastic. That was perfect. I loved it. I enjoyed the game a lot. And the fact that this game was free on the Game Pass, I would have just paid money for it. It was just an enjoyable game. Sure, it wasn't like action thrown, some Devil May Cry action or anything like that, or space driven or anything wild and crazy. It was just a really good story and just a really good game. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here to the end of Beacon Pines. If you liked the video, consider dropping that like and subscribe to see more videos just like this one. I'm 3% Ninja, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and be good people.